Hey, Dew fans. So a new returning product has landed in Canada. But before we get into that, I wanted to go through a little history, a Mountain Dew Canada history lesson. And I wanted to explain something that happened. The year was 2013, and Mountain Dew Canada got its first ever democracy. As some of you Americans may know what a Mountain Dew democracy is. The Mountain Dew democracy is a competition, a vote for your favorite flavor. It was created in the USA first. They had 2 rounds of a Mountain Dew democracy, where originally in the States, their first democracy was fan-created flavors, 3 different flavors that they would vote to win. So then years later in 2013, Mountain Dew Canada has their own democracy, which are the flavors Code Red, Voltage, Whiteout, and Supernova. The first round of our Mountain Dew democracy, the winner was Mountain Dew Voltage, a blue raspberry dew, which was also the winner of the USA democracy. Then, just a year later, they did a second run of the democracy in Canada. I was, as a lot of you Dew fans know, I'm a huge Code Red fan, so obviously I was Team Code Red. I was disappointed when Voltage won. I like Voltage, but I was sad Code Red did not win. They did a second round, thankfully, and Code Red won the second round of democracy. All right. So, the excitement to that, the other flavors were Whiteout, Supernova, and Whiteout actually had a release a couple years ago in Canada for a summer. We had it in tall cans. But the one flavor we never got back until today is Mountain Dew Supernova, a strawberry, now labeled berry melon flavor. Part of the democracy. I feel like it was my second favorite. I wish it won the first round or second round. Obviously, I wanted Code Red to win, but we now have Mountain Dew Supernova back in Canada. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Dew Canada, for this release. I also wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to Team SuperNova. I'll leave a link in my bio to their account and their channels down below, but they're actually American Mountain Dew kind of reviewer, and they do a lot of announcements on upcoming flavors and stuff like that. Stuff I don't really do, but yeah, there was a kind of a thing that happened where there was a false announcement that Supernova was coming, and I have a strong feeling that if this person didn't tell everybody, hey, still go to Dew Canada, tell them you want this flavor, this might have not have happened. I have a strong belief that the first announcement, there was no plan for Supernova to actually come, but because of this hype, because of we all got together and we all told Dew Canada, hey, I want Supernova back, this is, in my belief, the reason why this happened. So big shout out and thank you to Team Supernova. Thank you for this release. All right, let's get into those first sips of Supernova and let's try it. Let's go. Hey, Dew fans, BranDewleau. So we got the return of Mountain Dew Supernova in Canada. We found it today at a Dollarama. This will be my first time trying it. The re-release, I have had it before, the Democracy, so I'm very excited for this return of Supernova. We also got Summer Freeze release with that. We'll taste test that later, but we're gonna do our first sips and first try. This is probably my first time having it since 2015 or whenever our Democracy was, and we had Mountain Dew Supernova. All right, and for the ones, previously it was labeled as strawberry melon, but now it just says berry melon. It's very purple in color, purplish kind of pink, magenta kind of color. Give it a sip. All right. Oh, that smell brings back memories. It almost kind of has a voltagey smell to it too. All right, let's try it out. Oh, yeah, that tastes like 2015. That's good. It's a good... Yeah, I don't know how to describe the flavor other than like... Yeah, it's very familiar because I have had Supernova before. All right, it's delicious. All right, stay tuned. There's gonna be more taste tests. We're gonna try out the Summer Freeze too, and little bit more, talk a little bit more about Supernova and this release in Canada. All right, woo! All right, so we're back home from the Dollarama. We're back here. We're gonna try it out home. We haven't tried out the Summer Freeze yet, and we're gonna try this Supernova again. All right. What I really like about Supernova too, just like Pitch Black, it's space themed. Mountain Dew Supernova. Yeah, it's got some planets and kind of similar to Pitch Black. We're gonna crack it open and give it a smell. All right, super delicious smelling. Like I said before, it almost gives me like kind of the same waft and smell of Voltage. All right, so we're gonna pour this into a glass. All right, so we got the fresh pour of Supernova. So it's very purple in color. It's funny, like I remember it being kind of pinkish purple. Maybe it's more of the logo because I have seen pictures of it in the past now from way back in 2014, and it was definitely this purpley kind of color. All right, so let's try it out. Ah, such a nostalgic, well, at least for me, such a nostalgic flavor. It just brings me back to those Democracy days. Something really cool they had in Democracy that I remember was a mix pack of all the flavors when you were first voting. So yeah, that, it's just so, it's delicious. It's like I was saying in the car, it's kind of hard to describe it. Like I know it says berry melon, it's obviously a strawberry and more of a not watermelon, but like honeydew kind of melon flavors. But I wouldn't be able to pinpoint those flavors. It just tastes like its own unique kind of like fruity candy flavor. All right, Mountain Dew Supernova. I'm super excited this is back. I'm a super fan. All right. It's obviously, you know, it's not a Code Red for me. It's not number one. It's not way up in the list, but it would definitely be in a top 10 for me for sure. And yeah, happy it's back. All right. Delicious. And yeah, so we're going to try out the Summer Freeze. We've had Summer Freeze in Canada. I think this is what, our second release now. We had it in the tall cans Circle K summer release. I've had this flavor quite a bit now because of the American releases and our release. I like Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. And we're going to pour it in a glass. We'll do the same treatment. But before we do that, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, so Summer Freeze is a great flavor. I love it. It tastes like a summer pop, rocket pop, cherry, lemon, blue raspberry. But to me, I feel like I've just had it so much in the last few years that it's become a kind of like take it or leave it flavor for me. I really like it, and I would take one, you know, but it's not a go-to flavor for me. I just feel like, yeah, Mountain Dew Voltage is very similar to this. It has that blue raspberry front, and then it has those other flavors. In this one, I just feel like we don't really need Voltage and this flavor. All right, so enough talk. Let's get the pouring. All right, so it's summertime. Let's try the Summer Freeze once again. Super blue. It's like a little darker blue than Voltage. Oh yeah, tastes like a popsicle. Like I said, if you love like the Rocket Pop, the Cyclone, those kind of popsicles, this is your flavor. Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. I was super excited when we got it in the Circle K release. yeah, super good. Like I said, not a flavor I'd be go running to the store to get and go buy it over and over again. With this release, obviously SuperNova is going to be my go-to. I'm going to be stocking up on lots of those. So all right, Dew Canada, that's my thoughts. That's my taste test for both of these new flavors here in Canada. All right, so just a good applaud for Dew Canada. Thank you for releasing these once again. Both returning flavors. Super excited for SuperNova. We now have had all our Dewmocracy flavors returned to us in one way or another. Code Red and Voltage being permanent flavors here, and these two new flavors, which could possibly become permanent flavors later on. All right, so once again, thanks for watching. With that, I bid you guys adieu. Do the Dew. BranDewleau out.